got there safe and had your food with you, and now you can join us. That's so awesome.
It's such a treat to be online with you all. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can come every day.
Thanks to Kimbo.
Yeah.
So you
Kimbo.
get online every day?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Okay.
11 a.m.
Oh.
Eastern.
Thomas, how you found it? Then you get how to get Zoom numbers.
Oh, from Debbie.
Oh, how's that Marilyn and Michelle?
Yep. I'm
Or
Jay's leaving town, so I'm moving in.
We're going to
And we
keep her
have
here.
fun. We have fun. Yeah.
We're going to keep her here on PC for a while.
So where is it there? Where are you, Marilyn?
I'm at Michelle's and Ralph's place.
Oh, so you often go up there.
Yeah.
So you don't want to stay anymore.
You're in
More fun. It's more fun with Michelle.
Wow. I didn't recognize first measure.
No? Because she looks so young and fresh.
Yeah.
Glasses on.
She doesn't have her glasses.
I don't have my glasses on and I can't see your faces, so I don't know what I look like.
Hey, I'm with you. I only wear mine to see. Hi, Robert.
You're on.
I can see without mine, but I see a lot better with them on.
But and Sally, in answer to your question, we are on every day. Kempo has been online every day since March 16th.
Oh, wow.
Many times, twice a day. Yeah, it's been incredible. So yeah, so yeah.
Which year?
Everything's melding into one.
The eternal year, 2020.
Iron mouse.
Mouse.
The 2020, yeah, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Not as bad as I thought then.
Yeah, you're okay. So far, so good.
I, for one, really enjoyed the soak for this week. That was very special.
Yes.
I did too. It's a little sad that it's over, but I know that's not right to be sad either.
Now you
Yes, harmony. Yeah. So we always create something. We starting from when we started the day?
March 16th.
March 16 until now, we always have something going on.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do it
yeah.
daily practice and
Speaker on
keep
here
it
so that we don't echo.
Not really.
Okay, so now who has questions? We're going to discussion about stage of meditation.
Hour, yeah.
What do you want?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Question.
Questions, yes.
I don't know if I have a question, but I have a comment. So maybe you can make it into a question. So you watch your mind, you see your thoughts, you let them go, and they keep coming back. It's like, will they ever just go away? Like the negative thoughts? Like it's so tiring. It's like it just keeps coming back. It's like, okay, this is just a thought. I need to let it go and release it, and then it comes back. And it takes me about a week to get rid of it.
That's you're pushing too much effort. Actually, meditation, no need to put effort. Relax, just what thoughts come to let come and release.
I'm meaning more in post meditation, I guess. me anymore in post meditation.
Yeah, don't say like you, oh, I have to release these thoughts, oh, I have released these thoughts. So that is not really into the meditation. Just you're fighting with the thoughts.
Rejecting them.
Then you're tired, right?
Well, I just get tired of the same thought coming back. I just would like it to go away and not come back anymore. Go to a place. We did in the soak.
In where you are into this rest state mind meditation. So you let thoughts really liberate, then don't come back until you finish the meditation.
But what about in post meditation?
Post meditation, so we're no choice. Post meditation, no
Good luck.
choice. So in the meditation, you have to put more effort. Your meditations become more successful. Then post meditation also change.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So then who has questions? Don't fight with the thoughts, okay, Marilyn? Otherwise you're tired, get tired.
I get tired
Yeah.
of thoughts, but yeah, and I think I asked this question before too. Sorry, I just. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What's a good practice? I've had jealousy coming up on occasion. What's a good practice for overcoming jealousy?
So many different kind of method for release jealousy. So first, like you can practice like impermanent. Impermanent meditation also release jealousy. And then of course love compassion meditation also release jealousy. Like so you have to meditate love means unconditional, not attachment love. So you meditate unconditional love is like you have to recognize all sentient beings used to our mothers. And then you just recognize if you have jealous to someone, that person also recognize your mother, then jealousy cannot be there. Right? So then of course another method is called rejoice. Rejoice is like you rejoice people has good life, successful or whatever going on is rejoice for them. So that's also antidote to jealousy. And then you of course like highest level, high go up to Vajrayana thinking is like the person is you visualize yadams, your yadam deity, your teacher, gurus, like that way. Then not jealousy to that person. So comes respect for that, right? And then, today we're talking about completion stage meditation. So when you are into the completion meditation stage, so jealousy is no exist. So when jealousy arises, no rejecting, no accepting, just let be released in the naturally. So then also the high level meditators like today we shared, like when jealousy arises, and they see the jealousy, watch the jealousy, they make the separate meditator and the jealousy. So you see the jealousy is rootless, groundless, no exist, then just naturally release their own, means liberate jealousy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's also a method. So many different levels have a method to the release jealousy. So not only jealousy, all these like 5 afflictive emotions, all these different levels of meditation, each has different method. Not same method, different method. Individual level capacity need different. Okay, so usually we have good cautions come from EDG and the Senda keepers, where they are.
Yeah, I have a question.
I see.
I have here lately. I've had memories that reappeared in my mind. I'm going way back, 50 or 60 years. Memories come up, and I say, "Oh, okay." And sometimes there's some kind of understanding associated with it. I don't fight with it. I just observe it, and it goes away. And so I say, it's very unusual to have thoughts going all the way back to when I was in the second and third grade, for example, but still. So my question is what is wisdom associated? I mean, how would you define wisdom associated with that? Is that understanding? What is it? What is wisdom in this in the context of meditation?
So wisdom is the main point is like you understanding the reality, truth. So then of course like what are you doing, like that's each level has a different, right? You have to understand what you're doing so clearly, and you knowing what you're doing, you knowing situations. So there's always the wisdom at so many different levels. Each situation has wisdoms, right? Follow. So today is absolute truth level. So wisdom is like recognizing like reality, truth. Make sense or not?
Well, yeah, and I'm suspect. Like I say, I come up with I say, oh, okay, well that's because of this, and then there's some kind of understanding associated with it that makes sense, and then it goes away. So in what you said, that is some kind of wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. Now my other question is.
So five wisdom means then different. Five wisdom means then is today we in the teaching you liberate these five afflictive emotions. Then that mindful awareness is called wisdom.
Well, I'm happy to understand, to have an understanding, and it goes away. And now putting it in a category of whether it was, ignorance or pride, probably, or it's hard. Then I have to get into some kind of analysis and say, oh, it fits there, and where it's in some cases, it's better to let it go and not worry about it. But I understand what you're saying. And now my other question is we're talking about one of your favorite deities or the practices is a supplication to Tara. So I'm trying to figure out, how do you what is the process that you used with Tara? Do you practice the sadhana and then you go into meditation, or what do you do? So what is your process, if that's a fair question to ask?
So supplication Tara just prayer that is used for meditation. That's for the tool for meditation. Like you chant that mentally and then look to the meaning what they say, then look to ourself, look to myself, right?
Okay.
This is like first sentence I remember, like I'm born Dhamma, that means like look to myself, is I'm not really exist, recognize, so meditate that way. So then chant this each word, just meditate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. Then you can chant like this prayer is followed by like I share this supplication Tara teachings, like you can understand two different ways, like outro level, inner level way, you know. So Ambon Dharma Dart means like sometimes like outro level way, like Tara is you know come from Dharma Dart and appear to us. So visualize that. Then so like you know like you can visualize Tara in front of space and followed by auto level way. Inner level you just looking to yourself, recognize your own mind, nature, and into that meditation. Recognize the Tara and our mind is inseparable. So just follow the two different ways. Each one has both meaning.
So what I've been doing here lately is I do the, the Guru Rinpoche mantra, maybe, maybe 100 times or whatever. And then I'll go into meditation, and I'll visualize, Rinpoche, and then, I do the best visualization that I can, because I'm still saying, oh, I didn't look at that. So anyway, I don't worry about it. And then I go into meditation.
Yes, yeah.
And that seems to help with the process.
Yes, individual has different. Some people chant the Pema Sambhava mantra that really, really connect with the Pema Sambhava. The mantra is powerful, really great for them. Sometimes some other people like Tara mantra is really connected, very powerful for them. It's like that, individually have a little bit different connections. So nothing is wrong. You can do all these different kind of mantras.
Yeah, I do. I do Tara. I do Guru Rinpoche and Chenrezig. Depending on what I feel like doing at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So then, Roar, you have a question, right, Roar?
Yes. Yeah. Talking about liberating emotions and transforming them into wisdom. You mentioned briefly about outer practice and inner practice and secret practice of that, doing your deity yoga. Could you elaborate a little bit more about that? Is that clear enough or not?
So which way you want to liberate more? You have to
go ahead.
Follow the kind of sadhana, then you can see what is the talking about. The auto level, inner level. This Pema Sambhava, yesterday we told this read sadhana, they also has levels, different levels there inside there. Even the offering also has the auto inner levels. Do you recognize that?
No, that's why I'm asking you just to elaborate a little bit more on that. But it seems like the outer level is when you are doing deity yoga and then you visualize the deity in front of you.
Yes, auto level is like you are ordinary person. Deity is like you just we think is like wisdom, compassion, omniscience, like benefit other beings. So like that way you visualize. So we ask to help. I have problem. Please help me my mind. Like help me my blessing. Give me blessing. Release my obstacles. So that's always auto level. And I'm going to offer you these flowers. I'm going to offer you this beautiful house, clothes, food, everything what we think is offering good things. This auto level practices so called that one.
Okay, so then when you realize your emotion, let's say desire, and you are able to transform it into into the wisdom, discriminating wisdom, is that when it's an inner practice in which you are the deity?
So yes, it's inner practice, but it's a completion stage. We usually didn't talk about the deity or no deity.
Okay.
But the generation stage, you talk about these deities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deity and like ourselves is like talking about connections, how to visualize these things. Completion stage is like no visualizing. Completion stage, and no, you don't have to visualize it. You don't have to think about, oh, deity and me. Then you already create like a little bit separate there, right?
Okay.
So it's for secret level. Secret level is your mind. It's, you can say Yadam deity, you can say Buddha, but whatever you can say is like just you walk with your mind.
Okay, so no deity then. Okay, just your mind.
So that is your mind. And see, emptiness is Dharmakaya. Clarity is Sambhonakaya. Inseparable is Namanakaya. So that means the Buddha. That's all is Buddha.
Okay.
The completion stage means like we already completed. We are Buddha.
Okay.
Right? Generation means like we creating, we are Buddha.
Yeah.
Completion means we are already Buddha.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're quite there yet. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry. What if we are meditating and we recognize our emotions and our feelings and thoughts and we dispel them quickly, but then we're also in states of where we're trying to see the mind, but there is nothing or no thing. Is that where we want to be?
No need to want to be, just you be in the nature.
Okay, so if there's nothing there, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't create anything there, just you are into the nature. So then you are into the nature, you are naturally, you know, peace, joy, God bless.
Thank you.
So why I wanted to be here, be there, so then that means that you are mind creating something, right? Not really into the nature. So you just not creating anything, just you are into the nature state.
Oh, good, because then after post-meditation, I start thinking, well, there was nothing there. So what does that mean? I'm empty-minded, or?
Yeah, post meditation you can think. Post meditation you can think. Why is it there? What are we doing? But in the meditation you don't have a thing because you don't have a subject object there. You know, it means like resting mind, no conceptual. Think about that. No conceptual.
So don't worry about nothing.
Yeah, don't have to worry about nothing or exist or no exist.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had another question on level. I don't understand what we mean by level. Are we, when we talk about level, you said we need to understand what level we're at. Are you talking
Yes.
about? Are you talking about the stage of meditation that you have success with, or that's what I concluded?
Level means like we can meditate into the meditation, but your level has like, you know, really beginners, then better no rejecting, you know, like no accepting thoughts. Of course, no accepting thoughts, but no watching the thoughts, you know, no watching the thoughts. Try to stop the thought. So not ready to watch the thought. You have to stop the thought for beginners. And then you are okay a little bit, thoughts arise, then recognize, don't follow the thoughts. Then you are really great level, then you just watch the thoughts, you know, you play with the thoughts. I told you this morning lots, right? You can play with the thoughts, emotions, long as you have ability to do that. So that's a different level.
Okay, so the conclusion I reached is you're determining. I'm able to determine my level by the stage of meditation that I have success at. If I have success there, then that's the right level. Is that a good interpretation?
Just success. It's hard to like kind of say, oh, I'm success or no success, like really there, you know. So you think about it when you meditate. Like sometimes you're really into meditate, great mind, but sometimes not. So then you think, oh, today I'm successful, tomorrow I'm not successful. Then that means like you create yourself like agitated, and you know, if you follow that, will become hard. Oh no, my meditation is not successful. Then you know maybe happy, right?
So I digress a little bit. I go back to an earlier point, you know.
Yeah, just use meditation techniques and meditate. Sometimes you're really into there, good happening peacefully. Sometimes you don't get that, but whatever is happening is just accept and don't give up the effort. Don't expectation to get something. I want to get the level. You can have, I mean, that you can have the expectation in the post meditation, but in the meditation you cannot have any expectation like, you know, getting something, wanting to rejecting something. Oh, my meditations, I want to be successful. Oh yeah, my meditation is successful. Oh, my meditations are not successful. You cannot have that any thought like that kind of in the meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have in the post meditation. Post meditation, no one can stop the thinking these things.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. Could you go back, Kempo? And Raul had asked the question about the completion stage, and you said that then when you reach the completion stage, you're a Buddha. So I guess I'm. Could you explain that a little bit further? I understand that when we reach the completion stage, we're the Buddha, but are there different levels of the completion stage? I think that's what I'm asking.
So completion stage, where mind is resting in the no-draw, no-drula state, no-conceptual. That is the Buddha's mind. Buddha is already into that. Yeah, so that is the Buddha's mind. We use these teachings, meditate, practice. We are into sometimes maybe into the non-conceptual, no-drula state. So that is that time you are into there. But you are not already completion, but you are into that meditation. That is the core completion. So we say we're doing completion meditation. That means we are not Buddha, already enlightened. Okay. So the meditation is no dola state thought. That's why I call completion state. It means you cannot more higher than that. You have to go something. So that's your question, or?
Yeah. Okay, that's helpful. I was just wondering if yes, that makes sense. That's okay. Yes.
Mm.
And going back a little to, I'm sorry. Did somebody else have a question?
Yeah, but that's okay. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Karen.
Okay, so if we're to benefit all sentient beings, then is there sometimes a choice that we make? Like if you make, yeah, like maybe you have to choose to benefit one and not another. Stop making that noise. Sorry, my dog started to freak out. Yeah, so I'm choosing now to participate here, but the other being is making a lot of noise. So that's my question. You have different beings and you have
Okay.
to.
Really able to benefit other beings, you don't have bias.
No bias?
Yeah, no bias. I wanted to make benefit this person. I don't want to make this one. If long as you have that mind, we cannot benefit other beings. Like all sentient beings. I mean, like just it's a temporary. Of course, you can give food, doing some things, but not like really talking about like we're going to benefit all other sentient beings. That word is really big, right?
Yeah, but like
simple.
politics, you have one candidate, you have another candidate, but you want to benefit all beings. So how do you can't really throw your energy behind one.
You're thinking about like I want to benefit this person and not this person. So that means politician benefiters.
Right.
not benefiters. Not spiriters, right? That is called politician benefiters.
Right, exactly. That's political. Political Buddhism.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
So you just emanate light, and then where the light shines,
yes,
that's for the person, the other being, to embody the light.
So that's a really deep
Yeah.
performed. Right? So what means light shining is?
Well, you know, they say you shine rays of light from inside the being, then you are emanating rays of red light, blue light, yellow light, green light, white light. So then all this light is happening, right? But that's for the other beings now. They have to then embody that. They have to go through the process of enlightenment. Like they have to recognize Buddha nature. They have to overcome obscurations. Just to be, if you have Buddha nature, if you have Buddha mind, and you want to be in that state, that opens the door for another being to enter that state, but they still have to do their work to transcend their obscurations. That's an individual process.
Okay. Okay, so your drawing is something different a little bit, but it's good intention, good intention. So anyway, we usually use the mantra garland, called mantra garland, you know, like syllable like that it is. When we pick Idam that is like syllable, like Om Ahong like that it is. And also visualize the example, you thumb syllable, like, you know, yourself is a Tara and the thumb syllable like that is. So that's all.
So like the Shri in the heart.
Yeah. So anyway, that is like what you say is have good intention, but it's nothing wrong there. Okay. Yeah. But I didn't see the like teachings like talk exactly what you says, but it's nothing wrong there. It's your long as you have good intention.
Yeah, that's just how I'm saying it. I'm trying to understand it, the different systems, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Good intention. Thank you.
Good intention. Your dog is really good. He listening to you.
She listens to you too.
I don't know.
Did you see her earlier? She was looking right into the camera, looking at you. This morning, during the teachings this morning, she was standing there.
I see.
She likes it.
Okay. So how David called you?
Yeah, I just had another question. It's kind of a spin-off on Sally's a little bit too, because she was asking about jealousy. And I was wondering, you know, when we have, for me at least, such deep kleshas and those habitual patterns, when afflictive emotions arise with those habitual patterns, what is, you said there's different methods, but what is the first go-to method, you know, that is the simplest to do? Because they're so deep and so long and, you know, probably carried through lifetimes. So when they arise, it's pretty easy, for me at least, to get pretty swept away by those afflictive emotions. So when that happens, what is the best method to use at that point. And maybe it varies depending on practitioner, but I'm just was curious.
Yeah, so that's everyone has that problem, really. So many people has that, not many, just every samsaric beings has that problem, because this emotion habituate is so strong. So whatever this like situation, sometimes we have strong desires, sometimes we have strong anger, sometimes we have jealousy is strong. This is followed by all conditions, right? Which condition is there? So that's the emotion is stronger and cannot really stop easily. So that is there. That's the reason. So this all the practice meditations helps. All this practice helps. We talk about the whole thing. This book is helps. So we cannot pick up one, like say, oh, this one cannot help. This teaching, whole teaching helps for that. But the problem is, even you have these teachings, still you cannot stop this, your emotion, this pattern or like, habitualities cannot stop it. The reason is because we don't have enough practice. We only have a teaching, but not enough practice. So that's the one reason. Second, actually think about, we study this book, meditation is like kind of 1 month, or maybe 2 months, yeah. So during these 2 months, how many hours there 2 months? Okay, 60 days, 2 months, 60 days. So this whole 60 days, you put effort for this meditation practice? No, right? Okay, this 60 days, like maybe how many days really we study this teaching is a very small percentage. So then this 60 days, how many hours, like think about it, like go up to like come to like days, a day and 2 hours. Is we actually discussion about talk about this Dharma teaching, this book example, only this stage of meditation, maybe. How many hours you think really whole thing is? Only you listening teaching and we just discussion time. Maybe 24 hours already. Could be more than
About 60.
60.
Yeah, 60 maybe.
60 or 16.
60.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, because you do
Sure.
So I came up
2
with
days a week.
I came up with 34 hours if you take 60 and divide it by 7, which we had one teaching a week, and we had 4 hours each weekend. So is that right? It's kind of a little.
Don't you want to say
math.
6 hours each weekend with the meditation and the questions?
Oh, good. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 hours can work.
6 hours. Okay, sure. Good. Thank you, Karen. That was
Can't we?
Yeah, this counts too, this time.
Morning of 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Can't we count that as well? Because there's a lot. We've been practicing a lot.
Okay, counted that too.
well, basically, though, I'm counting every minute that I've been in these teachings. But
other side, how many hours?
Tempo, like 40
Then
hours. Like 40 hours per month. Yeah.
Okay, think about it. We cannot destroy previous like
8-9 hours meditation.
habit, right? Habituate. Even like one day pattern habits, and we just this still not equal. Other, like we can say negativity or worldly is more strong than Dharma part, Even Saturday, Sunday, like we talk about, okay, 3 hours. Maybe some people we have like 9 to, okay, like almost like, okay, 6 hours. Still like 24 hours comparing to 6 hours. See? So
well, we are counting just our time here, right?
yeah, so think about that way. It's even like we are like longest days, Saturday, Sunday, we put effort in the study, contemplate, practicing Dharma. But still, other hour is more than we put the practice Dharma.
What if we do Saturday,
So that
Sunday?
means, like, say, more delay is more strong. The other hand is more number, the hour numbers, more strong habit is the Dharma.
Well, I see what you're saying. I certainly have spent a lot more time doing my habitual patterns than I have been in meditation.
Yeah. Even Saturday, Sunday, like we think it's like we have a longer term practice, but so that was like you really think about it. Not easy to go away thoughts, emotions, like all this our negative habits is can go away. It's not easy. Right? You think?
Well, I think I have an observation that I think the all the teachings, the practice every day during COVID has really helped with mindfulness during the whole day. So that more of the day has been very mindful and using any moment of the day for practice, like walking through the forest or washing dishes or preparing food. You can use it all as practice, you know?
Okay, so that's it, that you keeping your daily life is like put in the Dharma, not only just listening time, right?
Yes, so the practice is
so that's a so no, it's okay. Think about again. So you maybe you put more effort is in like spiritual. So then worldly activities like you recognize like you're receiving benefits.
Oh yes.
Yes, yeah. See, that's why it's like they have a power, Dharma power over Dharma.
Because we haven't had to go to work, so we've had a retreat. We have more time to spend thinking about the teachings and then putting them into practice.
See, that if you put effort, that definitely have a result. So that's a that's no questions. Example, even like see we doing like short-term meditation, short-term like listening, teachings, practices. We are better than last year. This COVID-19 actually not really affected for us that much, you know, because we're doing this practicing, studying, Dharma. You say like right away you don't see anything, but it's kept going. It's like you recognize.
Yeah, it's a big spiritual support so that we can keep even-minded and not depressed.
Yes.
Not anxious about the world.
Yeah. So that's really helpful practice. That meditations. This that's then girl just says like what she's walking on board. What doors? Who's the door?
Karen's talk.
So okay, so this practice like we're doing this practice all different kind, really helpful. And if you do that all the time, and then emotion, any kind of different emotion comes, so you can right away you can stop there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's really helpful. Debbie, your question is really important. Most very, very important. We always, everyone has that problem. So then how to get rid of that problem, or how to like, you know, we say that problem is taken to the path, means we have to do always practice mindful, and just girl says like she does activities is like mindful. So we have to keep that in the everyday daily our practice. So then you have jealousy arise, So you right away recognize, oh, I have jealousy. Yeah, I have to use this method. So we share so many different methods. You use that method, is jealousy, is just despair. But come back again, of course, due to all these conditions, we are not ready Buddha, you know. So if not coming back 100% gone means then you will already Buddha. So come back jealousy again due to same circumstances or different, but then when jealousy come back, you use same method or different method, release that. Then that jealousy comes, but that doesn't affect you. You get more practice, like you recognize or jealousy, yeah, you use this meditations, is great become. Then you can release this jealousies. You recognize, oh, when jealousy comes, I have to do this. You do that. You recognize jealousy is gone, and the fear is happy. So you want to do more practice that, and then you're doing that. Then jealousy comes like happy to come. Okay, happy to arise because you can release easily. Not that affected you. Yeah, that's the follow the practice like right direction. If you fight with jealousy, try to stop. Not happy. Oh, I have jealousy. You know, I don't want this. So, oh, I recognize my jealousy. Yeah, recognize, but then you don't use any method. Right? You have to put method to jealousy, let go away. Right? So you recognize you have food, but you don't eat. Then what are you going to do? So example, no food, like that's example is a little bit incorrect. But you see something, no good ones in the front of you. You don't get rid of that. But then you see that, but that doesn't go away, right? Then you're not happy. Oh yeah, it's there. You know, maybe bugs or something, mosquito or someone is in your room. It's like you recognize you have mosquito there flying, but you don't go away. Mosquito some use method. Then you know you get this feeling is always stuck with that. You know, your fear is there all the time. Make sense or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really helpful, Kempo, especially fighting with the afflictive emotion, habitual pattern that keeps going and going and going. And then
Yes.
when you don't use the method to stop it. And I think there's a discomfort in doing something new too, because they're so habitual that you feel comfortable, even though you see them and recognize them and don't want to continue them. It's a comfort place. And so then it's something different to pull you away from that.
Yeah, so you recognize you have so many thoughts, emotions, afflictive emotions. Yeah, I have so much going on. Then you don't meditate, you don't use anything. Become the emotions there is more worse. So we have so many thoughts going, emotions. If you cannot sleep or you have like so much going on, you recognize. That's good. First you recognize, but then you have to put effort. Like okay, you meditate, use that. Then on connect with your body, mind, breath together. You release thoughts. These emotions go away. So you have to put effort to that one. Yeah. Or you have so much thought going on, and the problem is people don't recognize what's going on. Just lost. Sometimes I lost. Really, I have a comfort bed. Everything is like no sleep and just lost. I think what I'm thinking is doing right. Then I recognize, okay, I have to do meditate, and so meditate and mindful body meditation, or maybe on home, or maybe use this Tara supplication I told you. If I really put effort, 20 minutes, it works perfectly. They all go away. So otherwise, I say I have thoughts. Oh, I don't want this. Then I go to restaurant, come back, still this thought going on. Okay, I want to watch movie, something, watch and go back again. This thought is there, and so like that, you know. Then what you have to do is meditate. Which kind of meditate? Just something like helps your mind become relaxed. So that's, we have shared so many different methods. So all you can use that, right?
Kempo, that's exactly what I do. I wake up in the middle of the night, and first of all, I realize that I'm not annoyed that I'm awake, that this is the perfect time to say mantras, do shamatha, do body-mind integration with the breath, and release all thoughts, because no one is disturbing me. I'm just there, and it's quiet at night, and I don't have to worry that I can't go to sleep. But meditation just puts me to sleep immediately. You know, it just takes me, 5 minutes to calm down again. And if I just relax like that, then I don't have to have sleeping pills or anything.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the, when you middle of the night wake up, right? And sometimes, like example, myself, like, I wake up, so I want to go sleep. If I have that feeling strong comes, then cannot sleep again. Then many more thoughts comes.
Exactly.
Then all this, like, emotion, like what if daytime is like, if subtle levels something not really happy, that's everything come up. Okay, so then not possible to go to sleep, yeah? So when wake up, oh, it's okay, wake up, just doesn't matter. That's great, I can meditate, like, use for practice dharma. It's the thoughts just no comes, then already thoughts stop there, and you meditate and happy, but then slowly you just naturally go back to sleep. It's so easy, simple again.
Yeah, you just relax.
Yeah.
You get sleepy again.
Yeah, so that's why sometimes, like, you cannot go sleep hard, and then don't try to sleep. I want to sleep. You push, you more desire, you have more obscurations. Okay. So then what you have to do is just, okay, no sleep is great. And then you chant mantra, or say, I'm going to chant mantra, or you're going to meditate. See, you use this shamatha practice meditations. Different, we already have lots, different kind of meditations we share. So use something like really, how to say, effectively use practice. It's become you don't have thinking about, oh, no, it's so great. I wake up, I have to do this practice, get opportunity to have this practice due to I didn't get sleep. So then you have that feelings, and you practice meditate, and become your natural go sleep. Next day you wake up, you are more relaxed.
I'm fortunate to not wake up in the middle of the night. I go to sleep and I stay asleep until the alarm goes. But I usually take my mala to bed with me. So before I sleep, I'm usually doing the green Tara mantra. One time I felt like there was some rocks under my back, and I woke up with the mala under my back.
Yes.
I know I don't need it, but I think it helps me focus on the mantra.
Yeah, that's good.
And, Gail mentioned about this being the opportunity. It's been like a retreat for many, because some of the areas that we would usually go to when we have those afflictive emotions that we would get carried away with, our life would interrupt either through work or just our activities of going to the store or whatever. But this time, it is really like a retreat where the mud is having an opportunity to settle. And I think then those afflictive emotions and those habitual patterns become even more and more apparent. And so it is a time with using these teachings. So thank you, Kempo. That was very helpful.
Thank you too, Debbie, because in the doctor's office yesterday, because I've been at home so much, and as we've all talked about, not out in the public, I found myself kind of disturbed by all the people in there and all the noise and all the chaos. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to meditate in here. And then because I had the mask on, nobody could see me. I was very quietly saying some mantras So it helped me because there was a TV on, there was no space between the seats. There was, like I said, people everywhere, and they were all had devices on. And I found it kind of like unnerving to be around that many people. I even went outside for a while, and I told them I'm going to be outside waiting. And I wondered if some people ever get like that, if they've been in a retreat for a long time, when they come back to like the real world, is there an adjustment for them, or are they more sensitive to sounds and noises and people and things like this?
Good. Okay. So now we're going to meditate, yeah? I think that's good. So we just
Hold on.
like this comes together. We just everyone, you know, like sangha means like all is effort comes together. So we kept this energy together, support each other. So that is like our sangha community. Support each other means like we always come together in the zone and then practicing. So that helps. Like see, many people comes together. That's the benefiting others.
So when you say the syllable, I'm thinking about, we have generation stage, visualization, then we have completion stage and disillusion. So if we have the syllable, okay, so I'm thinking we go through the visualization
No,
and you
this,
see.
you're just talking, there's a syllable like rather is like when we visualize sun, this, moon, this, stop the syllable like rather is.
So that's generation stage.
Yeah, generation stage, offering to Buddha, and then like the like rather is go to 6 realms, purify their karma. Okay, so then become is the syllable is transformed to ourself, is become we are Buddha.
Because
so
then with disillusion, it all falls into you and it's non-dualistic. So I have a visualization and then I become one with the visualization, non-dualistic. I sit in resting mind and the whole thing is oneness. And that's completion stage.
Yeah, completion stage. Just is like stay in the non-conceptual, that's it. Then everything's in there. Non-conceptual, no drawer, not just like objects, subject object there, just is into your natural mind, be there.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's the merging, okay.
Yeah.
But after the merging, you can dissolve into emptiness. You can dissolve yourself into the seed syllable into emptiness, right?
Yeah, emptiness, just you say go emptiness, but means no, really nothing, go emptiness. That time is just look to yours in the natural mind, be that non-conceptual.
So are you saying that when you take the visualization, and I always think of it as like sand of a mandala, that the sand is all washing away, but into my being. And then we are just the sand is dissolving into the water and I'm just the light, just the water, just.
So that's
emptiness, right?
That's all has a different kind, you know, that so many different kind of meditations people does. So all is correct, as long as your mind is not follow the thoughts, emotions, happening for your mind is become good into nature. So then that's great.
Okay.
So many different methods there.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we go to meditate together.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Tonight, everyone can see, except Gail has difficulty for the camera. So it's great. We can see each other. That's wonderful. Meditate. So you can choose whatever you need. We have so many different methods. Just if you like to directly go to non-conceptual, today we talk about Mahamudra completion stages. I think that's best way you can meditate. You are fresh. You have teachings today. Wake up. Okay, so we have to do the Majority prayer. So remember this morning we left the mantra section. Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo. Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo. Om Vange Shoramo, page 34. Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo, Om Vange Shoramo. Om Vange Shoramo, 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 Om Vange Shoramo. Om Vange Shoramo, 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 Om Vange Shoramo. Om Vange Shoramo. The outer universe dissolve into the light, which is absorbed into myself. I then dissolve into Mom syllable, which dissolve from the bottom to the top nada, gradually becoming emptiness. I meditate in the bliss of non-duality of subject and object. So we meditate here. This solution. Okay, so now we page 35. By the light of your wisdom, compassionate one, may the darkness of ignorance in my mind be dispelled. To realize all the sutras and the commentaries, please grant me the power of radiant wisdom. Whenever I want to see you, want you to clarify my confessions, Lord Manjeshwari Kocha. May I have a clear vision of you without hindrances. You Manjeshwari have performed great deeds to the furthest limits of 10 directions for the benefit of all sentient beings. May I and others perform some same activities. Next page. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where the Sambho may rise, where this bone may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By the blessing of the Buddhas who attained the Tirikayas, by the blessing of the innate truth Dharma, and by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By this virtue as pure as white snow of the mountains, may the teachings of the Nashiri flourish in the 10 directions. and dispel the ignorance of all sentient beings, what they will at last achieve, the Buddha's perfection of wisdom. Okay, so we finish there. Tonight meditation. So we have the discussion about the next week teaching is Shanti Devas. We're talking about the way of Bodhisattva, yeah? So I want to share the way of Bodhisattva through the root text. And I don't know which root text is great. So many, I think there's translations. Anyone knows which root text is great?
There was one off a Gertchen site that I downloaded that I liked a lot.
Is root text the way of Bodhisattva?
Well, it was the 37 verses.
Oh no, 37.
You want a big...
Way of Bodhisattva is a different subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the translation by the Padmakara translation group a good one?
It's downloaded somewhere.
But it doesn't have the root text.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I see.
Does
translation from the Padmakara. This is the one I have, but it doesn't have the root text in it.
Okay. I think I have to.
Does the Tsangwa translations have a root text with a commentary that has both the Tibetan and English? The Tsangwa.
Oh, that has both together.
I wonder. That's what I'm asking. Maybe Lo Tsangwa has both together. I was just wondering about that.
Yeah.
No.
Really off the Facebook Live.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I will.